Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. Today I'm going to go over this kind of interesting suppressor I got. It's the AB Little Bird 22 suppressor, but it's also good for 5.7 by 28. And since that's becoming a super popular caliber now, I thought I'd cover it. So AB suppressors come in these little plain old boxes. You just get the little plain box and foam, and that's it. That's the exciting part about that. And then you get this tool with it, which is made out of solid aluminum, and it has 6 steel pins in the front, and then it has these graduated marks here on it. You can see here's one here, and then here, here, and here. So there's 4 marks on there for the 4 different baffles in here. Now, really don't kid yourself. You're gonna need something like this. My little Milwaukee driver that I use these to remount individual cases when I have a problem. This is a 1/2-inch drive, so not half-inch drive, but 1/2-inch, 1/2-inch size of it. There you can see. And I just put this in here in there, and I use it to drive the baffles in and out. Now, a nice thing about this is that this is designed to go over the barrel, like a barrel like this, perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I mean, you can see how nice and smooth that transitions over that barrel. And it's the same with and this is the Ruger Mark IV, their tactical model. And you can see how smooth that is. There's just you don't even feel the transition between the two. And it's the same for the Ruger Precision Rimfire rifle. So the RPR, this fits perfectly over that barrel where there's you can't see a seam pretty much. It's that nice. So the diameters match perfectly. So that's kind of cool. Now, the interesting thing about this suppressor is that now in the manual, it says that it will, so there was an error in this, and I asked him about it. I sent him an email. And here it says minimum barrel length restrictions. Well, you'll see it says 22, 17 HMR. It says 5.7 by 28. No barrel restriction. But then you go over here to the next page, and it says caliber restrictions. And then it says right there, any 22 cal rimfire cartridge, but 5.7 is a centerfire cartridge. So I said, hey, is this thing really able to take on 5.7? And they said, yep, they've got to fix the manual. So they're gonna, in the caliber restrictions under here, they're gonna change it. So it says, any rimfire 22 or centerfire 5.7. So it does do 5.7. So that's the nice part about it. And the thing about this is it's a really nice little booklet that kind of tells you about it. It's full color, and it is ridiculously light. I'm just looking to see if it has the actual weight on here. I think it's something ridiculous like 3 ounces. I mean, it is so light that you almost don't even know what's in your hand. So now here's the 6. This is the front of it there. So you got your 6 there. So that fits into here. And then you just loosen this up and take it out. And then that's a baffle in and of itself. So that's kind of neat. So the end cap itself is a baffle. If I can get that out there you go. So it's a baffle. So that's actually your 5th baffle. Now you slide this in here until you come in contact with it. And then you just use your little tool here and zip it out. And then this is your baffle that goes in there. So you can see on this side of the baffle, you've got your 6 holes there. If you can see them there, if I can get them for you at an angle you can see. You got your 6 holes there, and that's what fits into this thing. So that's what fits onto that. It fits into it right like that. So you can kind of see there, it fits just like that. And then this is designed just like a tap. So it has these disruptions in the threading, which allows you to clear out the carbon as you're pulling out the baffle. So now there's 3 other baffles in here. I'm not going to take out all 4, but I'll show you. You go down to the next one, and you can engage this next one and pull this one out. But see, what happens is when you go to reinstall it, you're going to reinstall the first one to this mark here. Now you can custom adjust these too, but you see that mark there. You're going to install the first one to there, and you can go deeper if you want to. Actually, this thing will actually fit over. This thing would actually fit inside there. So you could screw this all the way in. You can screw that baffle all the way down until there's no more threads left if you wanted to. It just depends on what you want to do for your rifle or your pistol, whatever. That's the nice thing. These are the recommended 4 spots for it here that you can see, but you can put them anywhere you want to. So that's kind of neat. And then when you go to reinstall these, you just put it in there and then lock it down. And then once you get it screwed in far enough, then you can see right there, you can see on the end there how that mark is lined up right with the edge of the suppressor. And then when I take this one, and I take this one, and it's just it's just your regular baffle. It's nothing super exciting. It's a aluminum baffle, and there's 4 of them plus the end cap, so that makes 5. And it's got this nice little it's basically a tap that allows you to get your grunge out of there when you're firing rimfire without having any super hard cleaning to do. So that's the nice thing about it. And then you put and then it's just easier to do it this way with this power tool, because to put this one all the way in, put the first one all the way in, you're going to be there. If you're doing it by hand, you're going to be there a while. And that's exactly why they put this 1/2-inch end on here. So that's a 1/2-inch hex end on here. You guys can see the 1/2-inch hex end. So that's why they did that. So, and then you just, reverse it here, put it on here, and you go in until you get to that first notch, and then you're done. So once you get it down to that first notch there, that's your last one that you're going to put in. And then you just take your end cap and screw your end cap on. And then just to tighten down the end cap a little bit, what I do is I just put this on. Instead of making it hand tight, I just put this on here. You don't need to put a wrench on this. I mean, I would not put a wrench on and tighten this down. I mean, I'm sure you could a little bit, but I just do the hand tight thing. I just grab it like that, push it together, and give it a turn. And that's it. It's on there tight. It's not going to come off. I'm sure that you could put a small 1/4-inch drive, ratcheting wrench on here if you wanted to. But I just wouldn't over tighten this. Again, it's aluminum, so I would not crank down on it. Again, you don't need to. But that's the little bird that has 4 of those really unique baffles. It's all aluminum. And now it does make a little noise when you shake it, but that's just how the baffles are set up in there. They're not set up super tight because as they heat up, they expand. And then you clean this by taking off the end cap, soaking it, and then you take this tool and zip those out, and as you do, it cleans the entire suppressor of all the debris. So I thought that was kind of a neat way of doing things. Plus, this was a BOGO. I got this for free with a $200 tax stamp because I bought one of their Warthogs. I bought a Warthog from them, and I'll talk about that Warthog later. That's a stainless steel baffle. It's a little bit heavier, but it's built for 5.56, and I put that on one of my rifles. So. But this is the little bird, and it will do the 5.7 by 28. So it'll do any 22 cal, 17 HMR, as well as 5.7. So if you want the dimensions and everything, just check out their website. But it is ridiculously light. I mean, that is the nice thing about this. This is so light that you don't even notice it on the end of a gun. So if you're going out with some new shooters and you want it to be quiet for them, you don't want to add a whole bunch of weight to the front of a pistol especially, this is great. And then, like I said, this it blends perfectly with the Ruger barrel, and it blends perfectly on the Ruger Precision Rimfire barrel. So if you put this on the Ruger Precision Rimfire rifle, it would match perfectly with the barrel and almost look like an extension of the barrel. So that's what's neat about it. And it's just direct thread, and has that unique design with these removable baffles. And you have 4 baffles in there, plus the end cap. That makes 5 baffles total. I haven't shot it yet, but I'll let you know when I do. All right, thanks again for watching Dr. G's Reloading, and let me know if you have any questions.